Welcome to Voice of London Radio. My name is Osagyefo. As usual, we'll be looking at issues pertaining Mother Africa, Ghana, and of course, the international world, how that filters into the international world and how we can do well for ourselves. All right, so if you are with me, let me first of all thank my great social media handles, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Spotify. We thank you so much, those that follow us, our lovely social media personnel and guests indeed. Let me go and also thank our great reporter from Ghana in the person of Obapa Julie. We also have Edith all the way from Europe, and we'll be speaking to our elder statesman in the person of elder statesman, Sir Comrade Frimpong Manson. Yes, we'll be speaking to him. And then we'll be speaking to Dr. John. We'll be speaking to, of course, also our good friend, Godfrey Asante Ejay, and other special guest panelists. Let me see if I can welcome Obapa Julie. Obapa Julie?
Yo, 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 yo.
Obapa Julie, if you
Nana,
know how my
Nana,
my engineer is laughing in the person of Screw.
Nana, I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, your voice is low.
Oh, sorry. Let's get engineers to rectify that. So hold on, let's rectify that. Let me go and welcome our elder statesman in the person of Sir Comrade Frimpong Manson. Sir Comrade,
I'm here.
Adi, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Oh, great. We thank you, Daddy. I would like to seize this opportunity to thank you so much for always joining us and bringing that eldest experience, interaction with Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, and of course, the Pan-Africanism experience to this program. We really, really appreciate you, Sir Comrade Frimpong Manson.
Thank you.
Okay, so Daddy, before we interject with you, let's go straight to Obapa Julie, who has a report for us, and then we'll look at the way forward, how we, the African and the Black man, the Ghanaian African, can be able to be self-sustainable as a sovereign continent and nation, be able to pride ourselves without dependence on the Western world. Before we do that and go to Obapa Julie, Edith, once again, Edith, welcome.
Thank you very much.
And we really appreciate you, you know, Edith.
Thank you.
All right, Obapa Julie.
Nana,
How are you?
I'm blessed. How are you?
Well, we are good. And we like the way you came in with a yo, yo, yo. You remind us of our...
Yo, 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 yo. Nana, yesterday was sorry?
I think said Israel landing UK there, any Europe need a Western world there. You don't have a problem because you're already a yo, yo, yo. You can mingle with all that.
Oh my God.
You mingle with our people here so easily, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, so about Pajuli, we are all ready for you. What is the report coming from Madagascar on this particular segment? Let's go.
All right, Nana, good evening once again to all our listeners across board. Before I'll start any report, yesterday, as we all know, was Valentine's Day. So I would like to use this opportunity to wish all our friends and then loved ones belated Val's Day, even though it is past. But then we still love them much. We appreciate every little thing that they do for us. So a quick one, the major story in Ghana within this week was the reduction of the cocoa pricing. We all know that a bag of cocoa used to cost 6,000 plus. But just last Thursday, the finance minister, Honorable Atoforsen, held a press conference to announce the new cocoa pricing, which has reduced from the 6,000 to, no, 3,000, sorry, 3,000 plus to 2,000, means 1,000 cedis, 1,000 Ghana cedis has been reduced from a bag of cocoa price, which triggered so many people to come out, those against, and then those are also for the decision of the finance minister's statement. Nana, we all know that cocoa is the backbone of Ghana economy. Ghanaians cannot do without the production of cocoa. But then we should ask ourselves, how has it, or what improvement is the government, or how serious are Ghanaians concerning this cocoa production process in the country? So the main reasons the finance minister gave was the world market has reduced its cocoa prices. Therefore, they also have no choice, or they cannot do anything about it than to reduce it, which the MPP government, led by the minority in parliament, kicked against his decisions, calling him to come back again, calling for the resignation of the CEO of Cocoa Board, Honorable Randy Abe, which they think he's not performing very well, which has led to the reduction of the cocoa prices. According to the history of Ghana, there's never been something like that before. I mean, there has never been a year or a time where the price of cocoa has been reduced. This is how they always do as a government. They go in and then take some money from somewhere to come and then fix it in the cocoa sector so that they can maintain, it's either they maintain their prices or they increase their prices. But here is a case whereby NDC-led government by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has reduced the prices of cocoa, which has never happened in the history of Ghana. That has triggered so many. So we were able to engage some of the cocoa farmers. And in this way, some are in support of what the government is doing, claiming it is good for them to use our own currency to buy the cocoa rather than going for a loan to come and then buy for the cocoa. Nana, do you get where I'm coming from? Some
Yeah.
of the cocoa farmers are in agreement with the decision by the finance minister that it is good they will use the Ghana cedis to buy the cocoa and then send it outside rather than going outside or rather than coming to the Western world to borrow money and then use it to buy cocoa from Ghana and then send it across board.
Yeah.
Whilst others are also against the government decision that they promised them during the 2024 campaign that when they come to power, they are going to increase their cocoa prices from 3,000 to 7,000, word by the finance minister, who is now reducing their prices from 3,000 to 2,000. So now this is the major topic or the major stories headline that is trending in the country. As I speak to you now, we are still waiting on government, roughly by Monday, to see whether they are going to maintain the pricing, or as the finance minister has stated earlier on that they are going to reduce it. They are going to reduce it per his words, or they will maintain the price per what people are calling in for. And will the government also, or will His Excellency also sack the CEO, which some claim he's not performing, he's not doing his duties well, he's not in good terms with with some of the staffs he came to meet in the office, always fighting with them over positions and then blah 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 blah. So we are waiting to see that from next week going, that is from tomorrow going, we are waiting to see whether the government will increase the prices or he's going to maintain those prices. And again, we all know that for now the MPP has already elected their uh, presidential candidate. So His Excellency, former Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bamia, today went for Thanksgiving services. He did the Muslims one last Friday. He went to the mosque to pray with the Muslims to thank God for this victory, and then today did it with the Christians, thanking God for electing him again to lead the MPP government. So now these are the major stories that I can tell, though they are minor ones. Let's start with this. As time goes on, as we are discussing, then we'll be adding more of the stories into our discussions.
Okay, Obapa, before I bring in our special guest, let me ask you, did you confirm that the Cocoa Board, shall I say, chief director in the person of
Randy Abbey.
Randy Abbey, has he been sacked? Is that what you're saying?
I said they are calling for.
Oh,
I didn't say
calling
he has
for,
been sacked.
calling for.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Okay, and then we in the diaspora, as you know, even though we are trying to be very privy to events in Ghana, there are those that believe that the previous regime under Nana Akufo-Addo messed up the cocoa industry, and that has caused Randy Abbey to be facing problems. What's your take on that?
So when the minister was briefing us, he made mention of the mess the previous government caused before they came to take over. But you know how Ghanaians react to issues when it pop up like this.
Yeah.
What they are saying is now that they are reduced the prices of fuel, now that some goods and services have reduced, are they giving that credit to the previous government? Why no? So why are they not giving that credit to the previous government? That is the previous government that put measures into places. That is why Ghanaians are benefiting from the reduction of fuel prices, reduction of food, goods and services like rice, oil, sugar, and the rest. But now that there is a mess in the cocoa industry, they want to put the blame in the previous government. So yes, Nana, they are saying it, and we all know. But then some are also not in agreement with them because they are not giving credit to the previous government when it is in a good form or when it is favoring them. So why should they blame the government when things are not going on well with a certain sector?
Okay, let me go to our elder statesman because he was one of the main men during the Kwame Nkrumah regime. We all know Kwame Nkrumah was the one who reset the whole of the African agenda when it comes to the Sahara African. Kwame Nkrumah almost made Ghana a first-class state where the West were scared of him because even in the 60s, aside in Kosovo, industrialization and all that, he even got the nuclear power at Kwabenya Achimota so that could electrify the whole of Ghana and the rest of Africa. And in civilization, we know that when you have electricity and you have water, you become industrialized. And then the coup of 1966 came and then disrupted Nkrumah's great agenda. Let me go and welcome our elder statesman, Sir Frimpong Manso. Daddy, welcome to the show.
Hello, yeah. Good evening, sir.
Yes, Daddy.
Good evening to everybody on the line. I welcome everybody on the line.
Great.
Yeah, I welcome the lady who just spoke. She spoke beautifully. I welcome her.
Thank you.
Hey, Oba Penny, you are getting all the credits from Landino. Esewala. Oba Penny. Oba Julie.
Yo,
Hello.
I say, Oba Julie, you are getting all the credits from our diaspora and London. So, and you be do London,
my
they are
God.
anyhow cry. All right, Daddy. Thank you so much
Thank you, Nana.
for appreciating. We appreciate you, Daddy. Yo, so Daddy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she will one day be one of the Sawas in Ghana. She's eloquent, and therefore she must pursue it vigorously.
Yeah.
She should not be afraid. You asked her a question and she said, really, it's okay. It should be positive that women are coming to take over the country. When women take over the country, the vice president is a woman, and she did beautifully well. You know, when she came to the office, she fell sick. She was sent to Europe, and then she come back. And then, if you have been following her, she's been touring the ministries and warning them about any other anti-government activity. I hope it's okay. The woman who is the Women and Children Affairs, she's also doing well. The Minister for Finance, Minister for Trade and Industries, she's a woman, she's also doing well. So I encourage your Papa Julie to go ahead, and then one day she'll be somebody.
Absolutely. That's a great.
Thank you. I appreciate. Thank you.
Hey, and Papa Chimaya need the
Oh,
Yeah,
Nana.
about the cocoa matter.
Yes.
What I have to say is that, you know, we've been buying the cocoa every year at a deficit. We always go for loan and buy the cocoa. And the government is doing resetting. He's saying that, why don't we buy the cocoa with our own money and then make the money work? At the moment, we are under IMF prescription. The IMF is watching us. It's the same cocoa butter that they put into debt. And then Yaufuriata had to go for a loan, heavy loan, to give the cocoa farmer heavy money. What? We don't have it. So when the world price goes up, we go for a loan and buy the cocoa. And then so now this government want to reset the agenda. What they have said now is that the cocoa that has already been on the market earlier last year, they should find an amount of 150,000 million to pay for those cocoa. So the farmers will not own any debt, they will pay them. But then the current price of cocoa, that is the world price, Ghana government is going to use its own money to buy the cocoa instead of going for a loan, so that we shall not be in debt, because the debt that is killing Ghana must be reduced or must be avoided. So this is an experiment the government is doing. One will not understand, but then the cocoa that they have bought already, which they have not paid the farmers, the cocoa board should find an amount of 150,000 million dollars rather, to pay them. But the new price cocoa, which is coming on the 27th, is 2,500. So it won't affect anything. They will get their money all right, and it won't affect. Only they have not understood the issue properly. The finance minister has later on clarified the situation. So tomorrow there will be further clarification. And Randy Abe also has been told to organize the cocoa board properly and get things on the run. So I hope we will have to wait and listen to what will happen in Ghana tomorrow thereafter. All that's what I have to say. But it's better that we create our own problems, because the IMF is watching. Under the IMF prescription, they are watching how our loans are being servicing. Since this government came to power, they've been doing well in servicing the loan, all right. If they do anything that will go against it, it will be a problem. That's not always we shall be in debt. So
Wow.
let us wait until tomorrow. The clarification will be made by the finance minister or by the cocoa marketing board. That's what I have to say.
So, elder statesman Frimpong Manson, with your vast experience and seeing that today Ghana Cocoa Board is in trouble, does it really surprise you?
No, it's not. I'm not surprised, because the Cocoa Board has been in debt all along. All along, Cocoa Board has always been in debt. The recent Cocoa Board that left the office left a debt over $39 million, which Randy Abe will have to find money to pay. You see, and then if you don't have to sit down and then scratch your head, but you must find ways and means to service the debt, because $39 million is not a small money. You see, so if they are doing that by paying the cocoa price with their own money, Ghana government money, fortunately, we'll be able to bring the dollar and the cedi disparity. We have overcome it. We have now overcome it. We are now ruling the dollar problem, and it will go on till the end of time. I don't hope it will come down. So if we are able to keep it on, we will be able to. So what you are saying, that now that we are keep the dollar under the bridge, we should follow suit. We should not go for any further loan, but we should find our own money to pay for cocoa and then forget about the debts, so that the debts that we are servicing, we service the debt, pay them off, and then we don't have it. And then in future, we shall have to produce cocoa in raw material. We shall not send the raw material to Europe, but we shall produce raw cocoa into finished products like chocolate, like butter, like other things, and then give 50% of it to the market, and we shall dictate our price. This is what we are aiming at, so that we shall not be coming beggars to Europe anymore. But you can hear from Addis Ababa yesterday and 2 days ago, the government agenda, which is Accra agenda, is setting up that Ghana should not be begging, Africa should not be begging with our raw materials, with our bauxite, with our gold, with our everything. We should give it the products. We should make our products work at home, finish into finished goods. The raw materials should be utilized in such a way that greater parts of our raw materials should be utilized at home, and very little should be sent. And then we shall send the finished products back to Europe and make more money. That's what the resetting of the agenda is going by. So if you follow the government, gradually you understand, because we shall not continue to be in debt. If we go the way the old government went, they inherited it. They should have changed it. They didn't get the courage to change it. If this government have the courage to change it, we should all bear with the government and then change the thing. But the debts that the farmers have inherited, they will pay them all. By Monday, you will hear the news. They will pay that. Champon has said that the $150 million should be sought and then pay the farmers. And then future price of cocoa price should be 2,500 in consonance with the world price.
Okay, thank you so much, Elder Statesman. Now, our reporter, Obapa Julie, is a parliamentary reporter. And so let me ask her one or two questions. Obapa,
Nana,
cocoa being the backbone of Mother Ghana and most of the African countries, the president is promising of adding quality and refining the cocoa industry so that the shall I say those who want to import from Ghana, or when we export, we're not just going to export the raw materials, but quality cocoa products, refined cocoa products. Did you hear anything of that nature in Parliament?
okay, Nana, as at now, something of such has not been discussed, but then we are all hoping that in the near future, Ghana will also start processing something of that, because we are talking about cocoa, but then let me chip in with gold. For now, the government is to officially launch the refining of gold in the country. Means a time or a year will come whereby instead of sending the raw cocoa seed for production and whatever it is, we will start doing something from here. Because as I stated earlier on that yesterday was Valentine's Day, Ghana, we now call it Chocolate Day, where we share chocolate to our loved ones, and then we celebrate the day with chocolate instead of wearing only red dresses and then doing other stuff. So with this, as time goes on, we know this government is just 1 year. Maybe in their next 2 or 3 years, they will be planning of or they will be planning of getting such things, machines in, so that Ghana too, we can start processing some of the cocoa produce. Because during the Chocolate Day celebrated last Friday at Parliament, one MP made a statement or a contribution that the cocoa farmers, some of the cocoa farmers who produce this cocoa for it to be used for chocolate and the rest, some of them have never tasted chocolate before, which is not something we should be happy of, being the backbone of maybe which we shouldn't be happy of as a nation where we produce cocoa more, and there are still some people who have never tasted anything of cocoa. All that we know is to always come out with the raw material, and then it will be sent outside for them to just use it for other stuff, and then bring it back for us to buy in a difficult price, or not being able to even purchase it. So we all believe and hope that maybe at the end of their tender, there will be something of such.
All right, thank you so much, Obapa.
Yeah,
Obapa,
yeah.
before you continue and before I go to other statesman, let me speak to our beautiful lady, Edith, who went to Kavas University and doing a master's in Europe. And let's have an interjection from her. Edith, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yes, Edith,
Yes.
this cocoa issue, that is the backbone of Ghana's economy. And it seems we are having problems with the cocoa at the moment. Like our parliamentary reporter said, the cocoa price, world price is 3,000. And the elder statesman we have here, in the person of Freepomas, was also said the government has reduced it to 2,500 because the previous government was borrowing money to service the cocoa farmers, and that has created a lot of debts. Do you have any view of how best we can tackle this situation? Edith?
Yeah, with what the government is doing for now, the farmers for now will not see the benefit of it, but in all, it's going to be a benefit to Ghana as a country. And then as we speak, most of the farmers, the good aspect, the benefit of it for the whole Ghana is there. And then farmers as individuals too, they also have their own challenges. Then, and also as we think of this for now, I don't know, I want to talk about maybe the effect on the farmers. Because for now, let's say the youth that are engaged in this cocoa farming, I don't know whether the government has taken into consideration what effect it will have on them, because this can also lead to most of the youth migrating to cities or even venturing into different activities. We are also fighting something like mining.
Yes,
So for
Galamsey. Okay, so hello, sweetheart. Let me chip in with it. Sorry, I'm coming in. So when the announcement or the statement came from the finance minister, what most of the youth were saying, especially with the cocoa farmers, are saying that if this is how the government is going to treat them by reducing their cocoa prices, then yes, they are going to sell out their cocoa lands
yeah,
or cocoa trees to the Galamseyers to
that's what I.
buy and then use it for Galamsey so that they'll get more money instead of wasting their time to invest in cocoa and then they'll not get the expected money that they wanted or whatever it is. So please continue from there.
So let me come in. Obapa and Lady Edith. Does it mean
Yes.
that, and Daddy Frimpong Manso, does it mean that Ghanaians are not patriotic enough, including the rest of Africa? Because whatever happens in Ghana, it trickles down the rest of the African countries. Does it mean that we've lost that patriotism that Kwame Nkrumah had it for most Africans in the 60s? And what can we do about it? Let me go to Frimpong Manso, Edith and Obapa. I'll come back to you. Elder Statesman, do we still have that patriotism? And why would we sell cocoa farms for Galamsey that is destroying our water bodies?
Patriotism, rightly as you mentioned, is the right word. Patriotism has lost its way in Ghana. Ghanaians are not patriotic. If we talk of patriotism, we can get about just a few people who are patriotic. Because if Ghanaians are patriotic, this cocoa issue, which we are mentioning now, it's a very simple thing. We are in debt. We are borrowing money to buy cocoa ever since cocoa price was announced, and cocoa price has been announced by the Europeans and not by ourselves. Nkrumah did everything possible. He banned cocoa, he made cocoa producer alliance so that we could dictate our price. We never succeeded. And Ghana suffered a lot. Now it has gone on and gone and gone. Now, what is happening now is that patriotism is not in Ghana now. In all spheres of our lives, most people are not patriotic. People love their parties more than the nation. People love their parties more than the nation. So what we're trying to do, which I'm in agreement, I'm not a member of the government, I'm in agreement. If the government is paving a way, finding a way to buy cocoa where we shall not go for loans to buy cocoa, it will be better for us. It will be a new idea which is being introduced. It's very difficult. For years, we've been servicing cocoa by going for loan every time. The finance minister will go to CAP, are begging, going for loan, and then we sell the cocoa. Last time, the MPP government could not supply the cocoa, the loan they went for. So we are in debt already. And then they could not supply the cocoa they were asking for, and therefore the debt had quadrupled. So you can see that we are in debt. And this is what the present government would like to avoid. Now, the cocoa that they have sold last year, 2024, to the buying agencies, government will pay for that. But
all right, Elder Statesman, I'm not cutting you, I'm only interjecting, yeah? The government under President John Dramani Mahama has said, this is a news alert. It says, we Ghanaians, Ghana going to stop foreign funding for the purchase of our cocoa. We have enough money and capacity to pay for and process our cocoa.
Thank you.
Do you believe in this strong statement?
I believe him. Because if a blind man said he will stone you, either he step on a stone or he had one in his hand. So yeah.
I like that adage. That's a very good adage.
Yeah. So I believe he will do it.
Okay, Edith. Edith.
Yes.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, you are very also prevalent with the cocoa issue because, I mean, you have experience from the northern Ghana. You've been at school, University of Cape Coast, and I'm sure you've traveled the length and breadth of Ghana. Why don't we have that patriotism for the country? And it's all about greed, money, galamsey, cocoa. Why? Edith.
Yeah, just as our daddy mentioned earlier on,
Yeah.
a lot of Ghanaians, let me say, the illiteracy rate is still much.
Yeah.
So most of the farmers, they are illiterate. And then greed and then hypocrisy too comes in here. The politicians in Ghana, they are not being fair. They are using this particular thing as a gain to them. Just as we are speaking now, I saw some video and then some NPP members visited some of the farmers and then were like trying to console them. I saw one woman was weeping bitterly, and instead of them explaining to these farmers the benefit of this, they were rather condemning the NDC government. But to me and you who are educated, to us, we know that this step the president is taking is going to benefit Ghana in the long run. But the layman or the lay Ghanaian will not understand this. And what our leaders are also doing, especially those in opposition, is not helping. They are making matters worse. Yeah.
Okay. Obapa Julie.
Yo.
As for Obapa, you kill us. Oh. The first day you land in London, we are in trouble. Obapa.
Oh, Nana.
Yes, my dear. Obapa, do you think there will ever be a time that the government, I know when the previous government in 2016 left government, the licenses for Galamsey was about 90 licenses. But when Akufo-Addo came, he issued over 2,000 licenses. Do you think that is also a problem and that is also causing the Galamseyers to rather invade the cocoa farms for gold, illegal gold, and also destroy our water bodies? How can the government have any holistic solution to deal with this? It's a problem, isn't it?
Yeah, Nana, it's one of the big challenges for the government in power, because we all know for the previous year how Galamsey has really and it is still affecting our water bodies, and then so many lives are being affected through these activities. So Nana, what we can do for Ghanaians, or especially for our cocoa farmers, to understand or know much more the importance of having our cocoa trees or cocoa farms is we need more education. As my sister just stated earlier on, most of them are illiterate. They don't know what the importance of what the government is doing. So what I think or I suggested was, before this statement by the finance minister, they could have gone to the villages, go to the cocoa where there is much farms, go there, talk to the people, engage them like they normally do during their campaign season. Talk to them, let them understand that this is it. We normally go and then we go for loans to come and buy your cocoa product in a higher prices. Fine, this is a case whereby we don't want to go for a loan. We want to buy it with our own money. So let us come down with our prices where governments can afford the cocoa farms or no, the cocoa product, so that our country or the economy will be stable. But if you don't say anything to them, you do not educate them, you didn't inform them of anything, and then all of a sudden one day you come out to tell them, oh, mukoko boni atiso, the eka demo no ye just a kanana for na better film honum no dear, you better so 10 million. Let me use the local how do we call it? It is cannot 10 million. No, like I said, million baku edu. Now you can imagine how the feeling will be. Okay, something I'm not aware of. I have my cocoa bags there. I have my cocoa seedling waiting for market. Some even sold it out for the past 3 months without being paid. So the government to come out just one day to tell them, okay, we are going to pay the previous ones, but then the new ones that we buy from you, we are going to buy it at this price. Charlie, come on. If it were to be you, you won't be happy. So what I think the government should have do was to just see them, meet them, engage them. That's why we have cocoa officers at every district or whatever. Have engagements with them. Then they'll go back, talk to their people for them to understand, to get the knowledge of it, the reason why we are reducing the prices. And if the world market rises up again, we are going to increase your product. But then if this communication is not done, and then you just come out to tell me that, oh, this thing that I was selling it at this price, I cannot buy it again, but then I'll buy it at a different price. Nana, in the other way around, you should be in their shoes and then understand how they are going to feel. So it's just a matter of communication. Communication, it helps in so many ways. When you are with your partner.
That's a very good point. I'm wondering, let me go to elder statesman Frimpong Manson. I know we have in the Constitution of Ghana the civic education.
Yes.
Daddy, with your vast experience, why is the civic education wing or institution of the Constitution not working enough? Because I know they are delegated money from government to spread or give civic education, as Obapa Julia said, our parliamentary reporter. Daddy.
The lady that spoke was well spoken. She said what I needed to say. In fact, the civic education, which is the department that has been set up, is a bit of a difficulty. They have no equipment, they have no money. They have set up the civic education department and is there to educate people on their civic responsibilities. They are not doing it. They don't want to do it, but they want to do it, but they have no equipment, no money. They can't travel from Kumasi to Accra. They can't go here, and therefore the education is sitting at their offices. That's why when Kwame Nkrumah created the plan, he said to train the youth of Ghana up to their civic responsibilities. If this youth program had been carried on, Ghanaian farmers and others would have understood. In fact, what the woman just said, it's all about education. The people must be educated. Instead of NPP criticizing the government, they should go and educate the people. NPP knows that we are owing because we borrow money to buy cocoa. We have never used our money to buy cocoa. And now
they even said it. Then sorry, I'm coming in. They even said it. They said it. They said it in their press conference that baby I first free. Near the best share edit mukano and this so first free, which I think isn't right, or it wasn't a right statement as a member of parliament to make during a press conference. Lady, please, you can continue for me. Thank you.
Yeah. So you can see that patriotism is lacking. Number one, the civic education department is not working because they have no equipment. For 8 years, Akufo-Addo government never saw the need to finance the civic education department. They are paying the officers there. They are doing nothing. One or two issues, they hold a press conference and off they go. So as the lady was saying, we need education. The farmers must be educated. And as we are saying, we are talking of most Ghanaians are illiterate. Look, illiteracy, even an educated person can be an illiterate on issues.
Yeah.
It is, but yes, it is better for groups to have what we can say cocoa rally. There should be cocoa rallies all over the country. They go from region to region, district to region, and educate the farmers. They will understand. It's only when you educate somebody, he or she will understand what you want to arrive at. What the government is doing, they are doing well, but they need more education. They need a very big bank to hold Ghanaians to order. And then the cocoa producing also, the products must be put into proper use and sell them to the world market. And we can make money. In fact, the machines that they need to buy and then process already cocoa, we are producing what we coffee, chocolate in Ghana. It's not sufficient. They don't get the beans that produce the coffee, and therefore, today I was hearing that the Valentine's Day, they don't get the Ghanaian chocolate. They are buying foreign chocolate. You see, this is an anomaly.
That's very bad. That's very bad.
Yeah, we are producing chocolate in Ghana and we don't get it. So something must be done. The government must be up and do something better. But the education, as the lead said, is very, very important.
All right. Lady Edith, with your experience and now in Europe doing your master's, what would you do if you become the next female president or vice president of Mother Ghana? How are you going to resolve this chocolate thing that even though we are the leading, shall I say, exporting because we don't process the cocoa. Edith, are you there?
Yes, please.
What's the holistic solution for us to get the whole of Ghana and Africa and the black man to enjoy cocoa instead of just the Western world?
So for me, I would talk about the parliament because, Ghanaians, we listen mostly to these politicians. So certain issues are there. The opposition shouldn't come against it. If this thing was being spoken about in parliament and the MPP had come in agreement with the NDC on this issue, not to come and use it for their own benefit, to use this one as a gain to them, speaking
or as a propaganda, innit?
as a propaganda, I think the farmers, though they will be paying, but it would have been less. And as our sister also rightly said, education and communication is very important. So in our schools, if this patriotism is being taught very well, for us to know that there are times you have to sacrifice for your state. And then the communication, as if chiefs and then leaders in the various communities are engaged in this, and then they talk to the people, the farmers, I think
Yes, the tempest would have
calmed down, though it will pain them, but they know that in the long run it will
They will
benefit.
Yeah.
The prices, you tell them, it's not just fixed for now. Since we are starting, anything you are starting, the beginning, there are always challenges, but with time it will be stable. When we are able to get a rise in the world market, definitely the prices will also go higher. So I think if they were engaged in this, it can also help.
Great. What can I say? Let's now leave the cocoa issue. I know it's very important. Cocoa is actually, like Obapa said, is the backbone of Ghana's economy, and it's right that we spend a lot of time on it moving forward with regards to the reset of Ghana's economy and the country Ghana and Africa. Because if Ghana can get it right, that could trickle down the rest of Africa and the rest of the world. Yes. Now, this is breaking news. Let's take a look at this issue, and then in the course of the week, we'll look at the other pertaining issues from the international world and the rest of Africa. But tonight, let's look at the issue, breaking news, where this white man came to Ghana and was easily able to influence over 50 Ghanaian women at Accra Mall to go to bed with them. Let me ask, Obapa, have you heard of it?
Nana, it is so disgusting, right?
All right. Before you continue, let me go to Edith. Edith, have you heard of it?
I'm just ashamed as a Ghanaian in my campus. I've just been inside the
All
whole
right.
day.
Let me go. Let me go. I'll give you time to talk on it. But let me go to elder statesman, Frimpong Manso. Have you heard of it, Daddy?
Well, this is a news just broken to me, and I'm just finding out how it was done and how the man was able to do it and escape from Ghana. I'm told he managed to go to Ghana, and then the Minister for Women and Gender Affairs has issued what we call warrant to arrest him wherever he is, and he should be brought. And even if he's in Moscow, they should convict him, they should charge him and ask him to explain, and possibly. It's a shame. It's a shame. You see, you can't go to anybody's country and start doing things on your own. Our people must be blamed. Here again, it is patriotism. It is patriotism, lack of education, lack of patriotism. But women should give themselves to anybody at all. You don't know anybody, you come to the supermarket, they saw you, say, how do you know? Let's go home. And then they send the thing. No, if the women did not give themselves up to him, how could he have done it?
Serious.
Okay. Elder statesman, I agree with whatever you are saying, but let me play the devil's advocate. Do you think probably looking at it from a social experiment, it actually opens the Pandora box, how in the 60s, where Ghanaian women are so respected across the globe? Because I remember vividly my mom and dad telling me in London, I think that was in Bronx, New York, that the Ghanaian women were few abroad. And Kwame Nkrumah, the brand and the image of Nkrumah in Ghana has put Ghana in a pedestal and the epitome that anybody that comes of Africa don't even want to identify themselves as Nigerians or Kenyans or Tanzanians. You ask any black person, he says, I'm from Ghana. That's how proud the Ghanaian was abroad. So how can we fall from that level to Accra Mall, where it was so easy and cheap? Don't you think that goes to expose the economy and the sad, abject poverty that has affected the moral status of the Ghanaian woman, that today the Ghanaian woman has become so cheap? Let me go to Obapa and then I'll go to Edith. Obapa.
Nana, this issue here, I don't even know how to start and then how to end it. The first day I started watching these videos online, I was like, wow. Today, I went to church and my pastor was like, his friend, wife is part of the ladies who were involved in this, whatever it is. And now the man is very disturbed, don't even know what to do, even afraid of going to the hospital to go and check if he also has the virus, as they are claiming now that the guy is HIV positive, and that he has spread it to all the ladies that he had the intercourse with. So Nana, you can just imagine the whole thing. Like, I don't know how to even describe it. How should you lower yourself as a lady to that level? someone you came to meet at the shopping mall, he gave you a card, follow me, and then you follow the person to his hotel, to the sense of just having sex with him that very say, hey, Nana, Charlie Ghana say you. During our era, it wasn't like this. Even you are even afraid of getting closer to a man. Do you get where I'm coming from?
Yes, but don't you think
But
that,
now,
yeah, go on. Don't you think it's part of the economic situation and that
no.
the reset that the president is trying to embark on needs to be
Oh, no, no,
supported?
no, no. Nana, you won't believe it that one of the lady come out to confess that her pastor prophesies on her that your husband is going, you get married to a white man. That made her go to the man immediately. He invited him to his hotel. Can you imagine all these things?
Oh
Nana,
dear,
can you imagine this?
this is terrible.
And the saddest part of it all is that after everything, then you give them 20, is it $200?
Yeah, 200 Ghana cedis or $200.
$200, which is
Yeah, 200.
equivalent to
So $200 to be infected with
$20.
AIDS. $200 to be
Then
infected with AIDS. Yeah.
he has just I don't know, he has just like wasted. Is it wasted? Nana, I don't even know the word to use because of this Nana, this issue there, like I don't even want to discuss about it. I don't want to talk about this because it is a
Yeah,
shame as a woman. It is a disgrace as a Ghanaian. You hear your country in the airways, and then it's not in a good name. Kalinana, it's a mind blowing.
oh dear.
I just ask myself,
Let's go to Edith. Edith, how
oh
does that
Nana Charlie,
make you feel, Lady Edith?
oh,
I'm very disappointed and ashamed as a Ghanaian. But as my sister
Uh-huh.
said,
Mhm,
I'm not going against what she said. But
mhm.
what I also say is, looking at this, it's something the leaders should know that they are failing Ghanaians. Because to me, I know that the economic hardship in the country is part of all of
Sure,
this.
sure.
Because you see married women being victims. You ask yourself why.
Mhm.
Some, we Africans, we are into marriages, especially when you have kids. You use your kids as tickets, then you are being maltreated in the marriage, then you are staying in it, not because you still love your husband, but because of your children.
Mhm.
So I would say some of them, marriage issues are part of it, depressions for the married women, for
Yeah,
say, and also the other ladies, they see this white man as a visa. Some of them have seen it to be like the benefit they will get from him. Because someone
exactly.
said she thought the
Yes.
man was serious. She thought he could have something serious with her. And you
And
know,
then,
Ghana,
probably take care abroad, isn't it?
yeah, to be honest with you,
yeah.
all the youth in Ghana now, everyone wants to leave Ghana.
So,
Every
so
person in
Edith,
Ghana.
it was very easy for the man then, isn't it?
Yes. So that was what gave him the upper hand. And if you
Okay,
talk about this too, it wasn't only Ghana.
yeah, he
If
did it
you
in
use,
Kenya, he did it in South Africa.
yes.
Yeah, I've been watching and following. Anyway,
Yeah.
so Edith, this is where I think the government has proposed a reset that we pray that can go across the rest of Africa. Ghanaian as the main pilot scheme, and it could trigger down. And so let's round up for our final summary of what we discussed tonight. Let me go to Obapa. Obapa, your final words.
Yo, Nana Many Kum.
Obapa, I put it to you.
Nana,
Obapa, I put it to you.
overrule. Nana,
No,
overrule.
no, I put it to you that in spite of you working at as a parliamentary reporter with one of the biggest stations in Ghana, Why do you want to sleep this early? Is it not because of jiggy, 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 jiggy? I put it to you.
No, Nana, you know tomorrow is Monday.
Anyway, it's just part of the sense of humor. Let's go for your
Yeah.
final take. Your final take.
All right. So finally, what I will urge the
You are breaking up, Obapa. Okay, when we get to Papa, we take
Nana,
it. Okay, you
Nana,
are back.
can you hear me?
No, you
Yeah.
broke up. You
So
broke off, but now we can hear you. Go on.
okay, maybe the network. Sorry.
Yeah.
So what I'll plead with the government is to get closer to the farmers, educate them more for them to understand the main reasons for the reduction.
Yeah.
I think that will bring peace. It will bring calm. Even though some of them know the reasons for the reduction, most of them still do not understand.
Yeah.
So I'll urge the government to go down like they did during their
Yeah, so Obapa, that is to do with the civic education as well. They need to resource
yes,
and fund the civic education. But it's in the
exactly.
constitution. Yeah.
Yes, yes. And then lastly, I will urge all women that we are precious. What has happened shouldn't be their when you fall you should rise, okay? I know it's not easy for them seeing your family member or seeing your sibling on the screens attached with such a story, but then what I can say is they should rise again. They should sit up,
Yes.
and then to our young ones coming, just take it easy. Life is simple. Don't be following what others are doing. Be yourself, believe in yourself, and then we are good to go. So
All right.
Nana, these are my few words. Yeah.
Great, great. Thank you so much, Obapa Penny. Yes, Obapa Julie is our parliamentary reporter with one of the biggest media houses in Ghana. Let me go and then speak to our elder statesman in the person of Sir Frimpong Manso, and then we come to Edith. Sir Frimpong Manso, your final summary.
Yeah. Are you hearing me?
You were breaking up. No, we can hear you now. Yeah. Hello?
Yeah.
Okay.
You put your question.
Yeah. I was saying your summary for tonight's topics and discussion.
Yeah, what I can say in terms of the women affairs, our security agencies should step up the operations, because you see, when you are in the country and then you get visitors coming to the country, they go everywhere, do certain things unbecoming, they leave the country without being noticed that they have gone. It is bad. Our security agencies will follow up visitors, or there should be a law. Visitors that come to the country will follow up, that they report the police, the agents, wherever they go, so that the activities can be checked up. Well, you can't come to Britain here and say you are following, and then you say a man, and then you get the video. No, you can't do that. You can't do that in even any other country. So Ghana security agencies should work up and see that people who come to the country, what they are coming to do, the immigration should show that they do it and go away. And they can't go away even without being noticed. And then later on, we discover that they have done something badly, that they needed to be prosecuted and all that. All that, what I can say, we pray that we are united. Education and other things should be pursued to educate people to understand things that we went listening to. And Ghana must be reset. We must reset Ghana. Must be, by all means, all of us should support Ghana to be reset, whether opposition or government. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, elder statesman. And that is our elder statesman, Sir Comrade Frimpong Manso. He was a veteran during the 60s for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, and they managed to put Ghana almost a first-class state with the industrialization, the development plans, the nuclear power, Kosombo Dam. And so thank you so much, Dad. Let me go to Edith. Edith, your final summary?
For the cocoa, what I would suggest is that there should be an engagement between or among the parliament, the farmers, cocoa board. And I know the farmers, they have representatives for them. So at least before any decision is being made, they should engage them for them to do the right thing or to give the right information before anything can be passed on. And regarding this Russian guy saga, I don't know why if Europeans or Americans are going to Ghana, I don't know whether they don't also test them for these STIs or because when you are from Africa and you are coming to Europe or America, this is taken serious. They do you all this test to make sure that you are not carrying diseases to Europe. So, but I don't know why, I don't know. So we failing as women, I think the government too, not only Ghana, but the whole of Africa, some of these things should be taken into consideration. Before the person comes in, there should be proof that the person is not with some dangerous disease. If these things, or if this guy was being detected earlier on, I don't think he could have messed with our ladies this way. And this it's affecting the whole of Ghana. Because as we speak, you don't know how many of the ladies that have already spread this virus.
This is a very serious
It's very
issue.
pathetic.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Very serious.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much, my special guest, for this edition of Current Affairs and Pan-Africanism. Moving forward, we can only try and make sure that we can do a good and a better research and also have a very strong fourth institution, which is the media, to make sure that we can educate the population for a good, true awakening and enlightenment for better Ghana and better Africa. So thank you so much, elder statesman, in the person of Sir Comrade Frimpong Manson, a steward of the CPP that laid down all the infrastructure of Mother Ghana with Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. A big thank you to our beautiful lady Edith. Edith, thank you so much. You know, we adore you and we love you to the maximum. Women, you know, coming out and speaking constructively to matters of Ghana and Mother Africa and the global world.
Thank you.
And then, of course, our parliamentary reporter in the person of Obapa Julie, who wants to go quickly and enjoy a bed. And I'm not sure, I don't know if she's going to enjoy the bed alone or because it's Valentine.
Nana.
All right,
Nana.
all right. Okay, Matthias time. I retract. I said I retract.
Retract and apologize. Retract and apologize.
Yeah, but Wapa, you are the one who is talking about Valentine. And some of us here, we never go any Valentine. No. Ukwa Valentine, I am there. Obapa. Anyway, so that was the part of the sense of humor. And of course, we all work and no play make Jack just a dull boy. So on that note, my name is Osagyefo. Dasibre kuntum kunuku sasrako ekpelekpe yezangbazan the day patakari. Then Yankopon Nikosuya, you better believe it. And we are here to redefine Mother Ghana and Africa and the global world as a multipolar world for a peaceful world, not a unipolar world and a uni-hegemony for a chaotic world. We need a safer world and a peaceful world as the United Nations mandated it after the Second World War. And we are going to pursue that for humanity. Thank you so much, and God bless you all. Bye-bye.